Hey, quick question. You understand English when you listen, right? But when you want to speak, nothing comes out?
Your mind goes blank, or you start translating, first in your language, then in English, and by that time, the conversation is already over.
We know that feeling. We've both been there. And today we want to talk about how to fix exactly that.
How to think in English, not translate. Just think. Small things, simple things you can start today.
So this morning, I had this moment. I was making coffee and a thought came in English, just like that. No translating, no effort.
Wait, really? Just like that?
Just like that. And it felt different, easy, natural.
Okay, so how do you get there?
Well, I think a lot of people don't realize something. The problem is not your English.
What do you mean?
Like, if your thoughts start in your own language, you will always be one step behind, always translating, always slow. But if your thoughts start in English, speaking is just the next step. It comes out fast, natural.
Okay, so how do you actually train that?
I think a lot of people don't understand why it's so hard. Like, they feel stupid. They think something is wrong with them.
Yeah, like I studied English for years. Why is speaking still so hard?
And the answer is actually really simple. Your brain is just used to your own language. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. Think about it. You've been speaking your language your whole life, every day. Your brain is really, really good at it. So English feels slow not because you're bad at it, just because your brain isn't used to it yet.
So English feels slow because the brain isn't used to it yet.
Yeah, it's like, okay, when you move to a new city?
Yeah.
At first, everything is confusing. You don't know the streets, you don't know where the shops are. But after a few months,
You just know. You don't even think about it.
your brain learned the new city. And it's the same with English. Your brain just needs time to learn the new roads.
I like that. New roads.
And the only way to build new roads is to use them every day, even for just a few minutes. Not study, just use.
Okay, so before we talk about what to do, can we talk about why it's so hard? Like the specific things.
Yes, because I think when you name the problem, it feels less scary. So the biggest one is translating. You want to say something, and your brain goes, okay, first in my language, then in English. And it takes so long.
And sometimes the sentence comes out weird because the grammar is different.
Yes, in your language, the words go in one order. In English, they go in a different order. So you translate word by word and it sounds wrong.
I did that so much at the beginning. I could hear that it sounded wrong, but I didn't know why.
Because you were translating, not thinking. Big difference. And then there's fear.
Oh.
Yeah, just fear. What if I say something wrong? What if people laugh? What if I sound stupid?
I had this so bad. I remember one time at work, someone asked me a simple question in English, super simple, and I just froze.
What happened?
I knew the answer. I knew exactly what I wanted to say, but I was so scared of saying it wrong that I just said, I don't know.
And you did know.
I knew perfectly, but fear won.
Fear wins a lot at the beginning, and then you feel worse because you said nothing, and next time you're even more scared.
It's like a circle.
A bad circle, yeah. And then there's vocabulary. You want to think something in English, but the word is just not there.
Like it disappeared.
Yeah, you know it in your language, but in English, nothing. And then you go back to your language and the whole thought switches.
That happens to me with specific words like, okay, you know that thing in a kitchen, the thing you use to open bottles?
A bottle opener?
Yes, a bottle opener. I forgot that once in the middle of a conversation and I just said, the thing, the kitchen thing.
And did people understand?
Kind of. It was a little embarrassing.
But you kept going, and that's the important part. Sometimes you just have to keep going with what you have.
Okay, and feeling slow?
Yeah, like your brain is moving through water. You understand English when you listen, no problem. But when you try to make a sentence yourself, everything just stops.
Why does that happen?
Well, listening is kind of passive, you know? You just receive. But speaking, you have to create, and that part needs more practice.
So it's not that I'm bad at English, it's that I haven't practiced the active part enough.
Yeah, and the heavy feeling goes away. It really does. The more you use English actively, the lighter it gets. You start to notice after a few weeks.
A few weeks isn't that long.
It really isn't. And one day it just flows.
Okay, so we have translating, fear, missing vocabulary, and feeling slow.
And all of them are normal. Every single person learning English has felt all of these things. You are not behind. You are not slow. You are just learning.
Okay, any rules before the strategies?
Just one, really. Every day beats once a week. Always. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours on Sunday. Your brain needs regular contact, a little bit every day. That's it.
Like brushing your teeth.
Exactly. You don't brush your teeth for 2 hours on Sunday and skip the rest of the week.
That would be terrible.
Very terrible. Okay, strategies.
Okay, so practically, what do you actually do, like day to day?
So, the easiest thing, and I know it sounds a little weird, is talking to yourself.
Out loud?
Out loud, in your head, doesn't matter. When you're cooking, you think, I'm cutting the onions, I'm boiling the water. When you walk to the shop, you think, it's cold today, I need milk and bread.
Just describing what you're doing.
Yeah, and it feels strange at first, but it works because it's real. You're using English in a real moment, not in a textbook.
I actually tried something similar. I changed my phone to English.
Yes, that's a good one.
At first, it was kind of annoying. I didn't know where anything was.
But then?
Then I just got used to it, and I started reading English without even thinking about it, automatically.
Your brain stops fighting it. It just accepts it as normal. And that's kind of the whole idea, you know? You want English to feel normal, not foreign, not hard, just normal.
Okay, what else?
Look around the room. Say the names of things in English. table, chair, window, cup, phone. If you don't know the word, look it up. And next time you see that thing, you already know it in English. No translation needed.
Your brain connects the object directly to the English word.
Yeah, you see a chair, you think chair, not your word for chair first. Just chair. And I also have this thing I do, small daily decisions, in English.
Like what?
Should I drink tea or coffee? I'll drink coffee. What should I wear today? It's cold, so maybe the gray jumper.
That's so simple.
I know, but your brain is practicing making real sentences without any stress because nobody is listening.
What about vocabulary? Sometimes I want to think something in English and I just don't have the word.
Yeah, that's real. And what most people do is they go back to their own language, and then the whole thought is gone. So what I do instead is use a simpler word. I don't know the exact word. I use what I have.
Like, if you don't know how to say something is delicious?
I just say it's really good or I loved it. Simple words, same idea. Never stop the thought. Keep going. The exact word can come later.
I always stop and try to remember the perfect word, and then I lose the whole sentence.
Every time. Keep the thought moving. That's more important than the perfect word. And one more thing. Write a diary in English just before bed.
Like, about your day?
Yeah, just 2 or 3 sentences. Today I went to work. I was tired. I had soup for lunch. That's it.
That's really short.
That's the point. It's not an essay, just your brain organizing the day in English. And after a few weeks, you notice the sentences come faster. Small habit, over time, it really adds up.
You know what's funny? All of these things are so simple. None of them are hard.
I think people look for the big method, the perfect app, the amazing course.
And it's just talk to yourself while you make coffee.
It's just daily life in English. But okay, can we talk about the mistakes? The things that stop people even when they're trying.
Yeah. What's the biggest one?
Chasing perfect grammar. You're in the middle of a thought and you stop. Wait, is it I went or I have gone? And by the time you figure it out, the thought is gone.
I do this all the time.
Everyone does, but native speakers make grammar mistakes too. All the time, and nobody cares. The conversation keeps moving. The idea gets across. Just say it. A sentence that is a little wrong is 100 times better than silence.
And giving up too soon?
Yeah, people try for a few days, it feels slow, and they think, this isn't working, and they stop. But it's not like you do it once and you're fluent. It's more like a gym thing. You don't see muscles after one day, right? But you know they're happening.
I remember when I wanted to give up. Maybe 3 weeks in. Nothing felt better. I was so frustrated.
What did you do?
I just told myself 1 more week. Just 1 more week.
And?
Something shifted. I don't know how to explain it, but English felt a little lighter, a little easier.
Just from not giving up.
Just from not giving up.
Keep going. Imperfectly, slowly, but keep going. Every day. Just a little.
You know, I want to say something to anyone listening right now. If you feel slow, if you feel like your English is not good enough, I get it. I really get it.
Me too.
Because I was there not long ago. I was the person who froze when someone asked me a simple question. I was the person who said, I don't know when I did know.
And look at you now.
I mean, I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes, but it doesn't stop me anymore. I just keep talking, and it feels okay, normal.
That's the goal. Not perfect, just normal.
And English can get there too. You just have to give it time and give it space in your daily life. 10 minutes a day. Talk to yourself in the kitchen. Name the things around you. Write 3 sentences before bed. Small things, but they add up.
And one day you wake up and English is just there. In your head, ready.
Like a cup of coffee, already made.
You are not behind. You are not too old. You are not too slow. You are just at the beginning of something. And beginnings are hard, but they don't stay hard forever.
See you next time.
Keep going. Bye.